Taiwan's economy is booming thanks to AI. Not everyone sees the benefits. Taiwan is experiencing explosive GDP growth due to chip exports, but some Taiwanese feel left out. Taipei, Taiwan. For Lai, an engineer at Taiwanese computer giant ASUS, the AI boom sweeping Taiwan has made it an exciting time to work in tech. Taiwan is a semiconductor powerhouse, producing about 90% of the most advanced chips used to power leading AI models such as ChatGPT and Claude. I felt Taiwan's tech and computer industry becoming more vibrant. Lai, who asked not to be identified by his real name, told Al Jazeera, pointing to events such as the upcoming Computex Tech and AI Expo running from June 2 to 6. Still, Lai worries that the spoils of Taiwan's AI windfall are not being shared equally. Most industries unrelated to tech don't seem to be feeling the benefits, so it doesn't feel evenly distributed at the moment, Lai said, explaining that many of his former classmates working outside of tech do not appear to be doing as well. It's mainly the industries at the front of this tech wave that are benefiting. Taiwan's economy is growing at a pace that would be the envy of any country. Gross domestic product (GDP) rose 8.63% in 2025, followed by a heady 13.69% expansion in the first 3 months of this year. Exports surged 34.9% last year to $640.7 billion, with more than two-thirds of the total being tech-related goods and services. Advertisement semiconductors alone account for more than 20% of Taiwan's GDP, according to U.S. trade data, with the vast majority of production handled by Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company TSMC, whose top customers include NVIDIA and Apple. TSMC itself accounts for more than 40% of the value of the island's stock market. While impressive, the rapid economic expansion has raised concerns about being over-reliant on the growth of AI. Taiwan's central bank governor Yang Qinlong has sounded the alarm about an emerging K-shaped economy where certain sectors grow rapidly while others fall into stagnation. While critical to Taiwan's economy, the semiconductor industry is far from the largest source of jobs. The sector employs only about 300,000 people in a workforce of 11 million, according to data compiled by Dakran Wu, Director of National Central University's Research Center for Taiwan Economic Development. The broader electronics and IT manufacturing industry employs about 1 million people, compared with about 7 million working in the service sector, according to Wu's data. The heavy reliance on a single industry for growth marks a shift from the Asian tiger era of the 1960s to 90s, when Taiwan's economy was driven by hundreds of thousands of small and medium-sized enterprises (SMEs), according to James Lin, a historian who specializes in Taiwan's post-war economic transformation. From the 1970s to 1990s, economic growth was concentrated in the hands of small and medium family enterprises that exemplified the living room factory model, where family-owned businesses focused on producing one part for a consumer product, Lin told Al Jazeera. The benefits of this period were thus more widely distributed across Taiwanese society, Lin said. By contrast, today, wealth inequality is growing in Taiwan as land is becoming more expensive and large corporations like TSMC attract the lion's share of foreign capital investment rather than small corporations. Alicia Garcia Herrero, chief economist for Asia-Pacific at French investment bank Natixis, said Taiwan's economic model has left it at risk of becoming a dual society where tech sweeps up talent, funding and resources at the expense of other industries. It's very hard if you're not in the semiconductor sector in Taiwan right now, Garcia Herrero told Al Jazeera, pointing to low wages for workers in non-tech roles and rising costs for businesses. Some of Taiwan's challenges are out of its control, said Koichi Huang, associate dean at the Taipei School of Economics and a former director at Taiwan's central bank. Advertisement Those challenges include U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs, which have partially exempted semiconductors, but hit exporters in non-tech industries. The traditional manufacturing sector suffers higher tariffs than other competing countries like Korea or Japan or even Southeast Asian countries, Due to the fact we are not able to sign free trade agreements, Wang told Al Jazeera, we are treated differently, and that's a difficulty we are facing. Critics have placed other issues on the shoulders of the government, including a weak currency that has made exports more competitive, but chipped away at consumers' purchasing power. Taiwan's government denies engaging in currency manipulation, though it acknowledges intervening in the market to smooth out volatility when the new Taiwan dollar falls or rises sharply against other currencies. After 2 decades of stagnation through the 2010s, wages are growing again, albeit unevenly. Real average wages grew 1.4% in 2025, while median wages rose 1.35%, according to the Directorate General of Budget, Accounting and Statistics (DG BAS). Still, 70% of Taiwanese earned less than the average, a statistic attributable to the distorting effect of much higher salaries in the tech sector, where pay is nearly double the national average. For Taiwanese frustrated with stagnant pay, Taiwan's soaring stock market has offered some consolation. Riding the AI boom, the Taiwan Stock Exchange TWSE more than doubled in value between 2019 and 2025 to $2.2 trillion, according to HSBC. Regulatory changes introduced in 2020 made it easier for small-time investors to buy single stocks, encouraging a rush of everyday Taiwanese into the market. In January, the TWSE reported that the number of trading accounts had reached 13.77 million, equivalent to 60% of Taiwan's population, while hailing the bourse as a cornerstone for inclusive prosperity and shared growth. Though more equal than neighbors such as Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, Taiwan's wealth divide has grown over the decades. In 1980, Taiwan had a Gini coefficient of 0.308, a measurement of wealth distribution where 0 indicates perfect equality, putting it on par with contemporary Norway.